Let me ask you this. Are you part of the solution or are you part of the problem? This short presentation will give you a cursory understanding of some of the effects of racism and a few tools to help you understand what the difference between a racist, a non-racist, or somebody who simply says, I'm not racist, and an anti-racist. And that if you're not an anti-racist, you're part of the problem. But don't worry, as long as you're fighting to change and become anti-racist, there's still hope for you yet.
First, we'd like to point out the effects of racism. And obviously there are a lot, so we're just going to cover some of them. For some, racism to them leads to stress when just walking down the street. To others, it can be anger in society or the people who are racist, and it can also result in sadness. For some more support, we're going to talk about some research studies done on the effects of racism. If we take an axis and put racism on one side and mental health on the other, we can see that for an increase in racism, there is a decrease in mental health. Similarly, with racism on one side and mental disorders on the bottom, we can see that for an increase in racism, there's an increase in mental disorders. Other research shows that when entering college, students who report experiencing racism have lower social and academic adjustment, and this is especially true for Asian and Latin American students. Other research shows that in school-aged children who report experiencing racism, they score higher on depression and loneliness inventories, which shows that racism is already affecting America's future.
The effects of an anti-racist society can be all-encompassing. Mental health and academic improvements, sociocultural changes, and healing are all a part of what we can see with an anti-racist society. Mental health will improve. Depression and mental illness and disorders and feelings of loneliness will decrease. Academics and social adjustments will also improve. Performances and experiences of minority youth will improve with the reassessment and restructuring of funding and curriculum and support systems within the school. The effects of our nation becoming anti-racist is that our society will become more empathetic and understanding. This will establish more learning among us all. With this, healing will also start to occur. Full acknowledgement of white privilege, being an ally and standing with those discriminated against, and steps forward in educating and connecting our youth for the future generation. We can reflect with positive and informative social media activism. Creating action and change starts with one. It starts with us.
Boom. There you have it, folks. We've looked at some of the harm that's been caused by systematic racism in our country and some ways to combat it by being an ally and an anti-racist. Hey, it's simple. Be part of the solution. Stand up for what's right and use your privilege to help those who might not have that same privilege as you do. Hey, in other words, it's simple. Be a good human being. On behalf of the group, we'd like to thank you for watching our presentation. We hope you have a great day. And if you need more resources, they're available at the end of the presentation. Thank you.